Okay, so previously we already achieved something like this. Okay, so yeah, I fine tuning a little bit because I want to change the like a more hacky sort of style. And how to do this, something like this, really simple. I will just quickly show you the code, and because you know I don't want you just fine tune things. I don't want to waste your time here. And if you want to like quickly download the code and use that in your project or use it commercially, it doesn't really matter. You can join the Patreon, right? So basically, what I did is add initialization. We got this UI green, and we got this like a picker style. I think maybe I can get rid of this. Maybe I can get rid of this. Maybe I'm not sure. But if I like comment out, I think it won't affect the actual run of our project. Building, still successful. Yeah, sorry. It's just a redundant code. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so basically just some state and var. All that is the like logic code, doesn't really matter. And we got this pick here, and we change the text foreground style to green opacity, right? And we make a yeah background green. Remember here, background still is green. Of course, you can make it like much more like not so green, something like that. Okay, so if you run that, come on, if you run that, just wait a bit. If you run that, you can see that it's like a really damn green. Okay, so yeah, let's continue quickly browse it. Stroke green, this is just like an overlay. Okay, and you can change the line width. Okay, so for example, you can change the line width to 1, and overlay corner radius. You can, yeah, maybe I'm going to get rid of the corner radius. Okay, let me save this so you guys can see what I'm talking. Come on, still building. By the way, if you're like stuck here, you don't know whether it's building or not, you just look at this corner here, and it's still building, still installing. I have no idea why it's just really slow. Okay, so maybe there's some bug here. Rounded rectangle. Why it's a rounded rectangle? Maybe. Okay, maybe there's something wrong here. Definitely something wrong because missing parameters. Yeah. Yeah. So we can't have an overlay like this. So and here comes to the interesting part, because I want to actually show the interaction here. Remember, we got this like a click this, it will like automatically jump and navigate to another screen. But what I'm trying to do is to get hold of every data. Okay, right now there's no way to actually hold this extra data. Right, so what I'm going to do is to using onChange. So in order to do that, first I need to got like a temporary holder for holding data. Right now I'm at the yeah, here we got this content view here, and we just overlay all that. Let me just declare a state variable here. So state and state private var is showing data list view. Yeah, not something like this, but rather should be selected data date, raw selected date. That's a good name. Raw selected date. Yeah, raw select date will be date. Yeah, that'll be good. So basically a raw data, and that data will be going vertically, and you're using a selector of date in order to select that specific column. Okay, so yeah, that's a good name. And then we're going to actually select this by by doing the selection. Okay, let me just think of a way of actually showing this. So we got a chart here, right? We got a bar chart. We got the chart x-axis as well as y-axis. and we can add another modifier just on the chart, right? Chart and trolley, trolley modifier, chart X selection, and we can have a raw select date dot animation. Yeah, that's good. Is in or out. Yeah, let me just do that one by one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to just give you a chart X selection with a value that passing the raw selected date. Okay, just that. Once you select it and we get hold of this data, and you can say unchange. Just give me something. Unchange selection. I can say unchange. Unchange of what? Of a specific raw selected date, and adding a old value, new value, and in order for you guys to actually see it, we can just print it out, print new value, so it will constantly print data. And let's just try this. Of course, we can add an animation as the Copilot suggests, so it's kind of like a jump the gun to actually give me something at the show on the simulator. But I just want you guys to actually see that, you know, I'm click and drag, right? I'm changing, but right now if I just go up and down, it's not actually changing a lot. But if I go left and right, it's changing drastically, right? So the dates approximately is June 12th, right? And go all the way to here. So July 6th, right? So it's constantly changing. So yeah, the unchange is actually working. And what I'm going to do is to then sort of rewrite Copilot suggestion. And actually, you know, right now if you look at something like this, while you're selecting this, there's like no interaction here, right? So the user does not know, user can't see this print statement. So what I'm going to do is to actually add some animation so you guys can see it more clearly. Okay, and right now I need a placeholder to actually hold my selected data. So right now, where's my simulator here? Simulator, yeah. So basically, you hover over it and you select it, and you have to like store this selected house data. I believe we get this like the house data model, okay, and we're going to use that to store our data. So so what I'm going to do is to var average step count, and just below this, let's do this var, and let me save this, go back here because I want more auto completion. So vstep var, here. So var and selected house data, okay, and come on, give me some. Oh, the compiler says like a start working. Okay, I'm going to do that manually. So that will be our house. What's the name again? House data model. So I'm going to use that. Is a house data model, and let me. Come on, give me something. Okay, I don't know what heck is going on. So yeah, doesn't really matter. Let our selected data, right? Selected data. Yeah, selected data, selected dates. Yeah, actually, it's a date, right? So yeah, maybe just the date. Raw selected date. Yeah, that's a very good name. Else, raw selected date. Yeah, let me just use this raw selected date. Let raw selected date. Yeah, initialize it else. Give me some return value. So return and nothing. Okay. And then I'm going to get our health kit manager dot. Yeah, there must be something wrong with the raw selected date. Yeah, we got a raw selected date. Okay, it's just like a search here. But what about here? There's like nothing coming out. Maybe it's yeah, house kit manager. Yeah, good. Why there's like no point? Yeah, step data. Good. Get the first step data and select the calendar dot current dot is date. Yeah, is date. Passing a date 1, the same date as the date. Okay, just to search for the raw selected date. The same date as the date. Okay, build. Okay, cannot find this house kit manager. Did I initialize the house kit manager? Yeah, HK manager. Sorry about that. So, HK manager here. Yeah, let me build this. Yeah, build successful. That's pretty good. So we actually got this place to store the data, right? Pretty good. And I think that we already got the place to store the data, and we can build it. So let's the unchange. Yeah, let's get rid of the unchange. It's just a way to actually print it out. We don't need the unchange here. So yeah, this should go away the error message. Let's go back to chart, right? Yeah, let's go back here because yeah, Xcode. I don't know how to say that. Xcode is horrible. It's a horrible IDE. Apple, do you hear me? It's a horrible IDE. You got to like change that a little bit. The chart rule mark and yeah, let me just add this. Add another thing. Okay. So if let our selected house data, right? So if you select the house data, yeah, rule mark selecting matrix, select data unit. Yeah, we can get like a foreground star, grain opacity, offset. Oh my gosh, it's got like a tons of thing, which I have no idea whether it will actually run or not. So let me just quickly try that, because sometimes compiler will like automatically give you the best practice. Oh my gosh, that's good. Selected metric. Your objective. I'm going to change the selected metric to the selected metric should like actually showing the data here, but right now it's just selected house data to dates. You select that, you initialize the rule mark, and you're floating your text, and your select date is a specific select data dates a format. Yeah, let me save this. Okay, Copilot already like automatically fill this out for you. So if it can run, it can run. Okay, now that's how I like the code recently, because yeah, you select date is with yeah. I'm going to like get rid of the you selected date. Okay, just get rid of all this and say just a date. Yeah. Just to select the date, formatted date, month and date. Yeah, with just what month and dates, and maybe just a comma here, and then select the data, value, steps. Yeah, good. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's just run this. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I need to like format the step a little bit. So I don't know whether you guys remember that I format the x and y-axis. Sorry about that. Y-axis. Here. Y-axis. Remark y-axis. One with just a width for each value. I believe there's like a format. So chart. Okay, I believe this format here, because if you just get the value, there will be a chart access label, double the self, format it. Yeah, we're going to go with some of the format. Okay. Yeah, the changes is really simple. Right now, if you look here, we got like a lot of dots, 803055 steps. That's not what I want. That's because it's a double. So in order to make it like a shorter, you just change that to integer, right? So I'm thinking about selected health data date formatted. It was formatted to month and day. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go to right, and the step. So that will be the select data dot value, and instead of just showing the value here, what I'm gonna do is to add an integer. I'll convert all this value inside as an integer, and then steps. Save it. Yeah, as simple as that. Run this, build it, and just wait for the result. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So the text, and then a error showing the text. That's good. What about I rotate this thing? Okay, this is definitely not going to work. So I have to just remind me. It does not work. So I have to like lock the rotation. And yeah, and maybe the offset, right? So the compiler's suggestion of offset, maybe that's a little bit too much. Like the 10 offset here, right? Because in order for you guys to see, you got like offset up. I don't think you need that much of an offset. So maybe just a 5 maybe. Copilot is not like 100% correct. You have to like fine tune it. And yeah, if I feel stuck, I may just pause this video, because I don't want to spend a lot of time like recording this while just doing the debug, right? There's a 5. This thing looks pretty good. just a little bit offset so you guys know what is going on. Of course, you can make it a like not the just a line. You can make it dot dot dot, something like this, so it will be like the average. But yeah, I think just line looks pretty good. And of course, we got like grain opacity. You can change that. Okay, you can change that to say red opacity. But that's really your personal taste as well as your overall design. Okay, I just want to show you that yeah, everything is customizable. Okay, and yeah, you can change the room art, right? You can change that to red as well. So get like a really hacky style. Come on, give me something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Of course, this room art. Let's go back here. Just too crowded. Okay. Of course, the room art starting here and end. I don't know where it ends. If you select data. Okay, so the room art always here. If selected chart, yeah. Then we got let's say room art like above. But yeah, I think maybe just not different color, because if you like the same color, you can sort of hide it. Yeah, I just change it back to green, because then I have to if I change that to different color, I have to think about the D stack sort of like the overlay sort of thing. So yeah, I haven't saved this. Have I? Yeah. So we'll like replace it to green. Yeah, that should do. That should do. So totally green app, like a dark mode. Okay, hacker style, and I love it. Steps. Okay, different steps. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we got this average line here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And yeah, maybe next video I'm going to add a little bit animation. Right now it's just you know, you click and drag it and it appear, and I got the data appeared. Okay, it runs pretty smoothly, but there's like no animation. So yeah, the next video I'm going to add animation as well.